Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Gotta share something with you that is incredible and sick. So, once upon a time, Billy Cannon was a star college football player. He won the Heisman in 1959, and that year he led LSU to a championship over Clemson. Just like how in 2020, Joe Burrow, the Heisman winner, led LSU to a championship over Clemson. Now get a load of this. Billy Cannon, whose name happens to sum to 59 in Gematria, like the year he won the Heisman, like Freemasonry's 59 in Hebrew and English. Get a load of this, though. Billy Cannon died on May 20th, 2018. May 20th, 2018, and on that same day, that exact same day, Joe Burrow transferred to LSU. Joe Burrow became the quarterback of LSU the same day Billy Cannon died. From that day to the championship on January 13th, 2020 was 86 weeks in a day. 86 weeks in one day, blood sacrifice, 86. And again, LSU defeated Clemson in the championship game just this year, January 13, 2020. LSU defeated Clemson in the championship game in 1959 on January 1st, the year of the Sugar Bowl. That game was in New Orleans, Louisiana, just like the game in 2020 was in New Orleans, Louisiana. '59, by the way, is the 17th prime number, and LSU did beat Clemson by 17 points this year. They won 42-25. And let us not forget that Tyshawn died, the former running back at Clemson, died at age 25, 192 days before the championship game on July 5th, 2019. Clemson Tigers equals 192-75, a story we covered last July, saying Clemson was lock city for the championship game. But again, the more you look, the more you see for what goes on into these rigged sports rituals. And there's always ritual murder synced up undeniably. Undeniably. Billy Cannon wore the number 20. We're talking about the 2020 college championship. So, another death that's been brought to my attention from New Orleans is a rapper who went by the name Fifth Ward Weebie, or just Weebie, died days before LSU won the championship in New Orleans, and he died at that infamous age of 42. 42. Tigers equals 42. The LSU Tigers beat the Clemson Tigers 42-25. But look at this. His nickname, Weebie, 113, like LSU Tigers is 113, like the championship was January 13th. And again, they scored 42 points to win it. If you write out 5 as a word, it sums to 42. 42 is the number stamped all over black history. February equals 42. Slavery, 42. Brothers, 42. Bus, 42. The N-word equals 42. Martin equals 42, who lived in apartment 42 in the sitcom Martin. Malcolm X, 42. Number stamped all over black history. This is the short list right there. This man's birth name was Jerome Cozy, 133 like football. His hit song was Let Me Find Out, which sums to 54. Again, Let Me Find Out. Look at the Gematria and the base ciphers. 144.54, like New Orleans is 144.54. And, again, there's just so many other deaths we've covered. There's just so many deaths that were synced up with this championship. And one of those was the news reporter, Nancy Parker. Nancy Parker died exactly 150 days before the college championship. She was a New Orleans reporter. Remember, the college championship was on a 54-date numerology, and her name, Nancy Parker, summed to 54, like New Orleans. And then 2 days after her death, the 54th governor of New Orleans died on August 18th. So. And then, of course, you had Carly McCord die in the plane crash the day LSU defeated Oklahoma to advance to the championship game. What makes me sad is, for 6 years we've been putting out stories like this year after year with every sports championship, college and pro, every major award ceremony. And I just ask myself, how don't millions of people know about this by now? Why are people still going to these games and supporting this? The games are rigged. People are being murdered for these rigged games. How doesn't the world know now? How many more examples? How many more things do we need to call before it happens? So, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Till next time.